response back from Georgina, and she's saying it had been passed on to a judicial officer to review.
Good afternoon, Mark. Your queries have been received, are currently being reviewed by a judicial officer. You shall receive further correspondence as soon as possible. Kind regards, Georgina. And that was on the 30th of June, and then on the 3rd of July I got good afternoon, Mr. Keane. Please be advised your matter has been moved to courtroom 2 as opposed to courtroom 5 at now 2:15 p.m. on the 13th of July 2017 in a judge's list. Don't know what that means, don't really care. This change has occurred to allow you to discuss your wish to digitally record the proceedings with a member of the judiciary who has jurisdiction within this area. In the interim, no agreement has been made by the Auckland District Court regarding the recordings, and she's missed out, of the proceedings, and you will have to address this on the day with the presiding judge. We are unable to provide the name of the judge presiding on this day until said day. Kind regards, Georgina Dawson. So of course, being me, I replied back on the 3rd of July, just a couple of days ago. Good evening, Georgina. I wrote this at night time. Thank you for getting back to us with regards to who and when. We are unsure as to what is to discuss on the day, other than addressing my right to enter a fully informed plea and the court's ability to supply evidence of jurisdiction. Notices have been given now weeks ago of our intent to keep an independent recording of these proceedings, as it is our wish to exercise rights expressed within the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act 1990 Section 14, also being a party to these proceedings, and as Auckland District Court has to date not provided any reason, legal or lawful, to prohibit or infringe upon the exercising of these rights, we shall be recording, as it is our wish to do so. We do not require permission to exercise rights unless you can provide evidence to the contrary. As we are aware, all are considered innocent in every element of any allegation, and being that jurisdiction is one said element, evidence of jurisdiction would need to also be provided. Do you have any knowledge of any being provided with regards to this matter? What evidence of jurisdiction has New Zealand Police provided Auckland District Court of jurisdiction in this matter? We would also ask, where does the judicial officer, or plural, that will happen to be there on that said day derive their authority over us? To confirm, new time of 2:15 p.m, new courtroom at number 2. Is it likely to change again? How is it that you cannot tell us who is the presiding judge until the day in question? We shall call on the 13th to ascertain the judge or JP presiding. We were always taught to know who it is we are dealing with. As we will be there later this week, we shall familiarise ourselves while there as to the courtroom's location. Should the mystery judge have any questions, we would refer him, her, them to the fee schedule supplied previously. Warm regards, me. So, that's where we're at with District Court. So it looks like I'm not going to get another reply. They're not going to tell me who the JP is. They've told me the courtroom number and time, although the time seems to have changed now 3 times, and courtroom, well, I don't know, at least 2. So anyway, onward.
And now she's got back to me and told me the courtroom number's changed. It was courtroom 5, now it's courtroom number 2. That the time's changed from what was originally printed 10, then changed to 1, now it's changed to 2:15. I can only surmise that perhaps they want me at the end of the day because they don't want everybody else seeing what I'm going to do. Perhaps it's under the guise of the privacy with the other members of the public that they put me at the end of the day. Who knows? But one thing's for certain, I've been telling them since day dot of the correspondence that I'm going to be exercising my rights that are already established in the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act 1990 section 14, where I have the right to receive or seek, receive and impart information and opinions of any or in any way. So pretty much sums it up. If you delve into it deeper, you have a look here, you'll see the information, meaning of the word information, legally speaking. This is the New Zealand Butterworth Law Dictionary. This is information. Just to delve further, this one is official information. The other word we'll pick out is opinion. And you'll find that the meanings are completely different from what you probably think they are, or they might be the same as what you think they are. So, point being is that I'm letting them know I'm exercising my rights. It's for Auckland District Court to provide evidence to the contrary, something that would prohibit or be infringing upon my right to do that. They might say that I require or I must request permission from the judicial officer on the day or whatever. I'm not exchanging permission. I'm not exchanging what I already have for something of lesser value. I'm not exchanging my right for a privilege or an allowance to do something. It's really that simple. She said that I've been put on a judge's list to discuss this on the day, and yet she still can't provide me the name of the judge I'll be discussing it with. So I said to her, I fail to see what there is left to discuss unless it's got something to do with New Zealand Police's allegation, which they have jurisdiction over, a criminal allegation, or whether it has anything to do with my rights. Then if the judge has any questions, I've referred them to my fee schedule. There's a special section in the fee schedule there, especially for answering questions. So knock yourself out. If you want to ask me questions, fee schedule's activated. Prior notice is given. No one's rebutted any of that or said it's not applicable or said you can't do it. They've just ignored that. So we'll see how that goes. They also said that